catch our breath a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little bit. Welcome into the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime, Week 5 of the high school football season. Jamie McCracken, Josh McKinney. Jamie, some big games tonight, and for many teams across the coverage area, the start of district play.
That's right. I gotta get my feet fixed.
Yeah,
by the way, you're sweating just a little bit.
A little bit.
That's all right. Yeah. We got plenty of district matchups, but also some non-district games where teams made some pretty big statements.
A little bit, and that is where we start. We start in Class 5A, Whitley County hosting the South Laurel Cardinals late second quarter. Whitley up 7. South, though, driving Adrian Fultz to Derek Deathridge inside the 5 for the Cardinal first down. Next play, Fultz, the QB keeper. He's in for 6. South trailing 20-19 at half. Third quarter, momentum in favor of the Cardinals. However, the muffed punt.
You know, this could have been our game of the week if we did have one.
But we don't. The muffed punt is picked up by South. However, the Cardinal drive would stall. Whitley County trying to add to its lead. Dylan Wilson. The Tim Tebow jump pass.
What in the world was that?
To Dawson Swain. He takes the screen pass, turns on the Jets, goes 80-plus yards for the Colonel score. An illegal block, though, would bring it back. But on the same drive in the fourth quarter now, Colonels would stick with the air. It's Wilson again, this time on the slant to Cameron Rose. Rose in for 6. We go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. The Colonels win it over the Cardinals, 34-25.
They only had to shoot one game tonight, and it was in Stanton, Kentucky. Estill County at Powell County. You like that? I like that when you only have one game. First quarter, no score. Ryan Vanover is gone.
That's your thing. I'm not going to do it.
Just runs by people. 40 yards for the touchdown celebrations. Pirates go for 2. Nathan Skidmore, the team's leading rusher, takes the snap, and he is in. So we got an 8-0 game at Powell County. 4.9 seconds to go in the opening quarter, and the Engineers give it to their leading rusher, Dawson Bingham, in from 5 yards out. And, you know, since you went for 2, Estill says we're going to go for 2 too. Logan Beckler takes the toss. He is in, and we got an 8-8 ball game. Next possession, Beckler. Again, you don't see him now, but then you do. There he is. 20 yards into the end zone, 15-7 Estill after the extra point. Next highlight, probably one of the best of the night. John Brent's pass is, doinkage. Take another look at this one. I mean, Hunter Osborne's helmet just boink.
I'm sorry. That's funny.
I love that. Great stuff there. They did not score any points off that possession, so it's a 15-7 game at the half. Third quarter, Powell punting, and Bingham recovering. Choo-choo. That was my...
Is that because of the Engineers?
Yeah.
That was terrible.
80-plus yards. He gone. High fives all around. Estill County spoils Powell County's homecoming. Let's go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Estill wins 48-26. Engineers have won back-to-back now. They'll host Breathitt County next week.
How about we go down to Harlan? It's Macarena time. Let's go back to middle school, shall we? Green Dragons hosting Middlesboro. Late second quarter, Harlan down 3, but Tanner Parks changes that with a touchdown. 19-14 Dragons going into the fourth. Harlan gets the ball with under 30 seconds left before the second quarter. Middlesboro wouldn't capitalize. Started the third quarter now, 4th and long. Anthony Jackson for the Yellow Jackets. He picks up the big first down. A few plays later, second down now. Ellison with the keeper and gets right near the marker. However, it's called just shy of the first down. Now it's 4th down in the red zone. Ellison the keeper, but Andrew Saylor says no. Turns it over on downs with the sack. Harlan would go on to get the big win over Middlesboro, 25-14. Still to come on the show, Knott County Central looking to make a little history in Jackson.
You got your breath?
Yeah, okay. I'm good.
Okay, good. And a longtime referee is honored prior to kickoff between North Laurel and Harlan County. We make the trip to Baxter next.
Let's go to our Fans in the Stands t-shirt toss-out sponsored by Lincoln Memorial University. We go to Stanton, where there were so many Estill County Engineer fans, some of them could not fit on the away side, so they had to find a seat on the Powell County side. Senior softball player Taylor Wiseman among the crowd. Estill County, our Fans in the Stands, sponsored by LMU.
Taylor Wiseman, she hits dingers, that's for sure. Yeah, that's why I gave her that segment, by the way. Okay, now to Harlan County, who has been dinged up by a brutal schedule. Josh, help me out here. Who have they played?
Belfry,
Pulaski County,
and Johnson Central.
And of course, all those teams played for a state title last year, and all are highly ranked. This year, Harlan County lost all those games and was 1-4 on the season coming into tonight, where they got a clean slate because, you know, district play. Yeah, here we go. Eddie Creech and the Black Bears looking for some hope against North Laurel. Mid-first quarter Jaguar ball, and Matt Sizemore. Get off me, bruh. Bye. 60 yards. Yes, get off of me. 60 yards for the score. 7-0 North Laurel. A couple drives later, North Laurel's ball, but the Jags, they fumble the football. Black Bear ball. Not for long, though, because look what happens. Oh, boy. Oh, man.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're good. North Laurel got the ball back, and of course they're going to score. Matt Sizemore takes it in. It's 14-0 at the end of the first. So we go to the second quarter, 3rd and long. Harlan County answers back with this beautiful catch. Tyree Simmons. Go get you some of that. He deserves it. Oh, you got the cannon, too. It was 14-7 there. We go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. The Jaguars bounce back from a disappointing loss to Lincoln County and win 30-20. Also out in Harlan County tonight, Charlie Rhodey Kirk was honored before kickoff. Kirk was a referee for the KHSAA for 51 years. And he had to retire this year due to his battle with cancer throughout his career. The KHSAA named him Ref of the Year 5 times in his career. He even got to toss the coin one last time. How about that? And this is an honor that means so much to him and his family.
It's a big honor. It's a big, big honor. Probably the biggest honor I've had in my career. Sure is. And it's just outstanding for me.
That is awesome. Undefeated Knoxville Catholic hosting undefeated Belfry. All kinds of D1 talent on the field in this one. Pirates, though, doing what they do best, and that is run the football. Derek Wellman, the first man through, runs through some tackles for the long Belfry run. And then why not let him finish off the drive? From inside the 5, Wellman dives into the end zone for the Belfry score. However, the Pirates, plagued by fumbles and penalties, fall to the Fighting Irish 45-20, Belfry's first loss of the year.
Oh, well, the Williamsburg Yellow Jackets in action tonight, hosting the Ludlow Panthers. I always love the Orange Unis. First quarter would be a defensive battle. Yellow Jackets on the punt rush. Hunter Jumper Patrick gets a hand on it for the block. Game scoreless after 1. Second quarter, the Jackets getting on the board via a field goal. DC Bolin connects on the 34-yard field goal. Williamsburg takes a 3-0 lead. All right, we need a touchdown, right? Yellow Jackets now down 6-3. They go to the air, threatening to score, but Ludlow's TC Eads. Nah, bro, this is, yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I think he gone. 95-yard touchdown. Panthers go up 12-3 right before the half. Williamsburg now, he's still, yeah, like I said, he is gone. All right, they're moving the ball into Ludlow territory. Alec Poor goes over the middle. All this time it's caught. Daryl White. He's in for 6 as we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Williamsburg, it didn't look like it from that highlight that I thought they were going to lose there, but they defeat Ludlow 29-12.
Up in Central Kentucky, Bourbon County broke through last week to pick up its first win of the year, hosting Paintsville unbeaten Tigers. Paintsville drove down the field on the first possession of the game. Alex Spencer carries the ball to the 2-yard line, but Bourbon County holds strong and hold Paintsville to a field goal after a Bourbon County 3-and-out. Paintsville hands it off to John Phelps, but he has the ball knocked loose, recovered by Bourbon County, but the Paintsville defense would hold strong. Trevor Lucky here is sacked by Scotty Sexton for a big loss, and Paintsville would come back to win this one late, 17-16. We stay on the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Corbin, a late rally, falls short, 35-34 to Mayfield. Johnson Central 56-0 over Boyd County in district play. Southwestern 48-14 over Montgomery County in Class 5A. Allen Central 5-0 on the year, 58-38 over East Ridge. Also in Class 2A District 8, Leslie County 56-16 over Betsy Lane. Pineville 37-18 winners over Cumberland Gap, Tennessee. Hazard over Jenkins 48-14 in 1A District 8. Pike County Central in Class 3A 58-12 over Magoffin County. Coming up on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime, we preview tomorrow's battle for the Brass Lantern.
Almost fell off the set there, yes. And, of course, we'll have much more coming up, including a Kentucky football preview.
Yes.
They take on South Carolina tomorrow. We'll back after this.
Are two programs with completely different track records, but this season, those records, at least up to this point, have been flipped. Winless Bobcats hosting the 3-1 Patriots. Big game in 3A District 7. Opening drive for the game. Breathitt County finds pay dirt. Ethan Little on the screen. 6 yards into the end zone. Missed PAT makes it 6-0 Bobcats. U-Pike top play contender. They go for the squib kick on the ensuing kickoff, but Jake Brown says, you know what? That's fine. I'm the up man. I'm a linebacker. I'll just take it to the house myself. Brown rumbles into the end zone. 7-6, Knott County Central.
So the squib didn't work.
How about the defense? Cameron Jones drops back, can't find the screen, and he is swallowed by the Bobcat defense. That's a safety. 16-7 Bobcats. Second quarter now. Bobcats strike again to give us to Randy Melton. Melton punches it in from 12 yards out. We go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. This one ended up being a shootout, but Breathitt County wins it 56-47. Down in Knox County, a big district matchup in Barberville. Knox Central taking on the Russell County Lakers. End of the second quarter, Knox trying to string together a drive before the half. Jackson Stewart to Nick Martin. Does he make the grab or doesn't he? Our Caleb No patented editing. You know what? Good. Has possession in high school. You only need 1 foot. Good call by the ref. Nice shooting by Caleb. Later in the drive, 5 seconds to go. Time for one more play. Stewart finds his running back over the middle. No. Donovan Arthur with a nice grab, but the half would come to an end. 21-7 Panthers. Third quarter. Russell County was pretty conservative most of the night, but not here. Screen pass, double pass, picked off by Troy Bierman. Yeah. And he's eating. Yeah, he's hungry. And then there's this guy. He ate up the yards in the second half. Arthur dances his way in for 6, and why not celebrate with your guys in the end zone? Knox Central picks up the big district win over the Lakers, 35-21.
Pulaski County and Madison Southern. The Maroons have won the past 6 meetings between these. Yeah, these girls don't care about those stats at all. They just like being on TV. Down 14-0, Southern strikes on the jet sweep. Zach Bitten makes it a 14-7 game, but Pulaski turns around and they go to their Mr. Football candidate, Jake. Not from State Farm Johnson. He gone. Just lightning fast, 47-yard touchdown. Love that kid. 21-7 at that point. Pulaski makes it 7 straight over the Eagles. 28-14 the final. Let's stay on the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Rockcastle County, how about that? They defeat Somerset 26-20. Pikeville defeats South Floyd in a shutout 46-0. Jackson County defeats Morgan County 28-14. And by the way, MVP of that game, Miles Hurst on the offense, and it was Reese Bowman on the defensive MVP. Letcher Central defeats Perry Central 52-8 tonight. Twin Valley, Virginia beats Phelps after they win their first game 27-22. Prestonsburg defeats Shelby Valley 56-28, and it's Sheldon Clark losing to McCreary Central 40-6. Wayne County 53, Clay County nothing.
Much more to come on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime, but as we go to break, here is this week's Alice Wood College Mountain Top 10.
All right, let's do our Student Athlete of the Week. She's at the University of Kentucky these days, but we're going to give her the Student Athlete of the Week. It is Fallon Sloan. She was a senior at Knott Central, where she had a 4.7 GPA. She was a Governor's Scholar and was a member of the Beta Club and National Honor Society. She also played basketball, softball, and volleyball, and was named MVP of the 2016 Mountain Classic. Fallon Sloan, she's our Student Athlete of the Week.
I love the fellow Governor's Scholars. How about our catch of the day, Long John Silver's catch of the day? We go back to Harlan County, 3rd and long, and this guy could basically have it every week. Ty Simmons, no, Jaguar defender, my ball.
He said, give me that.
Takes it in for the Black Bear touchdown. However, Harlan County would fall to North Laurel 30-20, but Ty Simmons, our Long John Silver's catch of the day. How about some Union Bulldogs Saturday slate as we get you set for this weekend's action, sponsored all season long by Union College. No Drew Barker tomorrow for the Kentucky Wildcats, but not just tomorrow, maybe the next month and a half.
You had that like written like I was going to read it. Okay. Go ahead, roll that video. So that means, of course, the offense will be led by junior college transfer Steven Johnson. Looked good last week. He showed last week versus New Mexico State that he is more than capable of leading the Cats, and head coach Mark Stoops echoed that opinion earlier this week when talking about his junior quarterback.
He's been like that. We've talked about it, how just calm he's been since he's been here. And, he certainly showed that to us last week. I was asked on my call-in show today for the SEC call-in show if that surprised me. And yeah, we knew he was a good player, but I didn't know he'd have that kind of game. You know, with those kind of numbers, you take away that first series, and he was absolutely remarkable. So let's hope he can keep that going. But either way, if he's not perfect, we know he'll keep his poise and operate this offense and move the offense, and we have a lot of confidence in him.
Also tomorrow, our Appalachian Wireless game of the week, the battle for the Brass Lantern in Barberville. Both Union and Cumberlands are tied for first in the Mid-Southeast at 1-0, and both teams know how big this game is, not just for each program, but regionally and in some cases even nationally.
I think it's a great game for our community, regionally speaking. It's an old rivalry. I know there's a lot of people, you know, small college football is, you know, in this area, you know, it's really good. You know, a lot of in-state schools are really good at playing football, and this one, you know, it's 45 minutes away. So hope a lot of people come out to the game and enjoy that kind of atmosphere, and it's just good for everybody. So we're excited about it.
You know, we have a ton of respect for Cumberland. I don't think any win. The win was big over Campbellsville because of the amount of respect that program has nationally. The fact they were ranked 17th in the country. So I think the size of the victory is measured by the worth of your opponent, and that's kind of how we do it. We build them up. They've got an incredible quarterback over there that we got to try to stop somehow or another, and that's kind of how we build it up, as a big challenge.
Elsewhere in the Mid-South Conference tomorrow, UPike hosts number 6 Reinhardt out of Georgia for a 1:30 kick time. Morehead State opens play in the Pioneer Football League on the road at Drake at 2 p.m. Also at 2 p.m. in the Mountain East Conference, I should say, UVA Wise welcomes in undefeated Glenville State for homecoming. That's my neck of the woods, by the way, Glenville State, kind of.
Yeah, we do have one score to pass along. Lynn Camp, another close win. The Wildcats 5-1. They beat Jellicoe, Tennessee 40-38. Some technical difficulties getting those highlights in, but the Lynn Camp Wildcats,
come on,
5-1.
Let's not lie though. We know you're excited. Allen Central 5-0.
Leslie, next week.
I'm going. I
It's gonna be
can't
a good
wait.
game.
It's going to be fun.
District play really gets going, as we mentioned, next week, including the Friends of Cole Bowl between Letcher and Harlan, which we will have for you live.
That's right. But before that, a big day tomorrow across college football. You'll be in Lexington for the Kentucky
Excited.
South.
Jacob Hyde coming for you.
Woo! 7:30 kick time there. UPike, UVA Wise, all at home, as well as the battle for the Brass Lantern. And again, you can watch that on this TV and WYMT.com. That's Union and Cumberlands.
That's right. Another fun night on tap for tomorrow. But for now, we're out. Good night.
I don't have anything to say this week.